So what that meant was my kids didn't know Christmas Day was the 25th. It's like grandma's sick in the back room and it's like, not till the game's over.
We'll catch up in a minute. Just keep breathing.
You are listening to EMS with your hosts, Erik Axene and Matt Ball.
Okay.
So Matt, we're here at Texas EMS. What are we going to talk about on our EMS show today?
Well, since it is the Monday of Thanksgiving week, we're going to talk about what it's like being a first responder or a physician and having to work over the holidays. Definitely an issue.
I actually prefer to work on the holidays.
Really? Why?
Because if I could work a holiday, because there's a lot of demand for those holiday shifts, I could give it to my colleagues and it was easier for me to take off more time. So oftentimes I would work Christmas and then I would have all of the days between Christmas and New Year's off with the family. So what that meant was my kids didn't know Christmas Day was the 25th.
Right.
They probably thought it was the 27th because we never celebrated on the day.
So you're saying a lot of demand is in, like, a lot of physicians want off.
They want it off.
So they want you to cover their shift.
Yeah.
So it's very similar to firefighters because we do the same thing. We can do trades. Yeah. And I know back in the day, I asked a guy to cover Christmas for me when my kids were young, and it was a 2-to-1 swap.
Oh, wow.
So normally it's 1-to-1. If I work one shift, you cover one. Well, no, I wanted it. He was covering my Christmas, and then I was gonna owe him 2 shifts.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, kind of the same
commodity.
Deal. Yeah, if you wanted to work, but I think with younger kids, my kids are older now, and it's a little bit easier. But when they're younger, Santa Claus and all the things, you want to be home on Christmas Day. And so it's definitely a struggle. Trying to balance that family life kind of balance. But is the ER normally busy on Christmas?
No, it's actually less busy.
Yeah, I figure.
And I've had actually some of my worst patients, some of the saddest patients on Christmas. I think it's because it's such a happy time of year typically.
Yes. Yes.
For some people, it's actually a very sad time of year. But for me, I really love Christmas. Yeah. And so because of that joy of Christmas, so to speak, when I have that terrible case, it's all the more worse.
Yes, 100%. So we were working Christmas Day. This is, 8-10 years ago. We're working Christmas Day, and it was a slow day, thankfully. We had brought in all of our food for the day, and we had planned. All of the guys on our shift were Lord of the Ring fans. We were big Lord of the Ring fans.
Oh,
yeah. Love Lord of the Rings. So our plan was, as much as we could, we were going to watch all 3 of the Lord of the Ring movies. It was probably 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. We had not run a call yet, which at that time I was at a busy station. That was very unusual. So it was a nice, quiet Christmas day. Doorbell rings at the fire station. We go to the doorbell, and there is a guy holding a limp child in his arms. Right. And my thought was, the kid literally looked dead. And I thought, dear God, please don't let this be, for the family, for us, for everybody involved, please don't let this be a dead kid on Christmas. Luckily, he had just had a seizure and just kind of postictal, and, we transported him. He was fine, but I'll never forget, like you're saying, that sinking feeling of, this poor family, you know. But it turned out good. But yeah, it's always a challenge. We always bring food in. We pre-buy our groceries typically because, as you know, most of the stores are closed Christmas. So we try to pre-buy all our food. Now I'm on 48s, and so the conference is beginning.
Oh, that is an announcement. Well, we don't. Who knows?
We should probably tell them where we are.
Yeah, we should.
Little different background.
Yeah, we're actually at a conference, Texas EMS, and we're just about ready for the gates to open.
Yeah.
But not quite yet.
Not quite yet.
Not quite yet.
But that's where we are. Like, it's Monday of Thanksgiving week, 2024.
Now, you were telling me earlier that for your whole career, basically, this is the first time.
Yeah.
This year is this is unique for you, right? You get Christmas.
Yep.
Is it Thanksgiving and Christmas, or is it Christmas and New Year's? What did you say?
No, Thanksgiving and Christmas. Yeah. I have had those off before. I guess what I should say is I have never taken off any time around those 2 holidays.
Yeah.
I've been just for whatever reason. So our vacation picks are based on seniority. Yeah. And so the most senior guys get those spots. If you're a newer guy, there's no way you're smelling Christmas off, right? And that's kind of the way it should be. But there's some guys that will, if a guy has younger kids, I had it when my kids were younger. And I've done that same favor back to people. We had a chief, actually, who, that was his thing on Christmas morning. He would pick one firefighter and he would cover the first, like till noon.
Yeah.
He would cover till noon of his Christmas morning shift,
Yeah.
so he could be home with his kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a really
That's
neat
cool.
deal. But a lot of times, guys will do that. Guys with older kids will cover, maybe the first half of the tour or the shift or whatever, so that guys can be home. But
work
yeah, this is the
together,
first time I've got enough seniority that I've put in for those days off, and I've got them. So it's kind of neat.
That is very cool.
Kind of neat. Yep. And now you don't have to worry about it.
No, a couple of years ago, when we celebrated Christmas on Christmas Day, it was kind of like
At home.
nobody knew what to do. I mean, it was like, this is really Christmas.
Dad, Christmas is the 27th. What are we doing on the 25th?
To me, though, it was kind of cool because you still, on Christmas Day, even though I had to work,
Right.
it was still Christmas Day. So
Yes.
this is a magic about that, right? And I knew that we're really celebrating in 2 days. So
Yes.
it kind of prolonged things a little bit.
Right.
So I like that.
Yeah,
but-
yeah. I remember leaving home or leaving the station really early on Christmas morning, trying to get out of there as quick as I could to get home to my kids.
Yep.
But that's one thing too for people to remember is when you think about physicians and nurses, first responders, like when you're home celebrating
Yep.
with your family or you're out of town visiting with your family, if you call 911, somebody's got to show up. If you
Yep.
go to the ER, there's got to be somebody there.
Someone's got to be there.
And
Doesn't
so,
matter.
big shout out to those first responders, again, nurses, physicians that have to work those holidays. They sacrifice a lot for their communities. And I mean, the community I work in is fantastic. They are super appreciative of what we do. They're very supportive of us.
Yep.
But, a lot of people don't realize that is a sacrifice that
That's
a
right.
lot of first responders make.
Yep.
That, first off, they're serving the community. Some areas get paid better than others, get compensated better than others, but they're making a lot of big sacrifices.
They are.
A lot of time
It's
away
good to
from your
remember
family,
that.
especially on the holidays. That's something for, so go by, and like I say, the community I work in is great. I mean, from now till the end of the year, our kitchen will be stacked with cookies and
Oh, you
cakes
know
and
it.
all
Oh.
kinds of stuff.
It's not a
because
good time to go to the station right now for me. Donuts
if
and
you're
cookies.
a yes,
I don't need it.
it's you'll gain a couple of pounds over the holidays, but so to those community members that do that, we appreciate it. It is certainly appreciated that they
very nice.
acknowledge that. So, but yeah, it's definitely a big topic.
Let me ask you a question, Matt. If you could rank your top 3 holidays, of the major holidays.
Oh, okay.
I know, yeah. So what's 1, 2, and 3?
Honestly, I would say one is Thanksgiving.
Really? Over Christmas? Okay, that's cool.
Well, the
That's
reason
good.
why I think is because Thanksgiving's before Christmas, so you have that time after.
Anticipation too.
Well, yeah, just the holiday season, right?
Yep.
We all enjoy that. You're home with your family. It's just kind of, like you said earlier, a happy time of year, Station life, we call it holiday mode a lot of times. And so there's not a lot of training or stuff going on. You just kind of go, you're hanging out,
Yeah.
doing whatever. So Thanksgiving, I would say, is my number one holiday. Then Christmas. And then I would say the 4th of July.
4th of July. That's
I like
good.
the
I
4th of
like
July.
that. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
You?
I think number 1 would be Christmas for me.
Okay.
And then 2 would be Thanksgiving.
Okay. I
And
think that's
then-
everybody's 1 and 2 in some
I think
order.
so. I think so.
Yeah.
Something about Easter too.
Oh, that's true.
But I think I might actually agree. The 4th of July.
I like
Now
the
here's a
4th.
question for you. I'll give you $20. I'm
Oh.
sorry. I'm going to get in trouble. My wife doesn't let me bet anymore, but don't tell her.
Well, we're not betting. You just said you'd give me $20.
There you go. All
Or
right.
am I going to give you $20 back?
No, because you're not going to get the answer to this question.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
So it's what holiday or what day of the year would you think has the least or the has the greatest effect on ER traffic? Where it's like the holiday that the fewest people come to the ER.
So fewest people.
Fewest people. You won't guess it.
The fewest people that come to the ER.
I don't know if it's a nationally recognized holiday either. It's just it's like an annual sort of a tradition. I'm giving you hints, so
I know, I'm
maybe it's
trying
$10 now.
Annual sort of tradition.
And by far, it's like amazing how low the
Oh,
ER census
I know what it is.
would be.
I know what it is.
No,
Black
you-
Friday.
Nope.
No?
No.
Oh, what is it?
Black Friday?
That's what I would have guessed because you
Really?
said
That's
it's not a
bad
holiday.
guess.
It's a
That's not bad.
tradition.
That's a good guess.
Yeah. And everybody's out
Super
shopping.
Bowl Sunday.
Oh, that's true.
Man,
Yeah, that's true.
It's like there's nobody there.
Yeah.
It's like grandma's sick in the back room, and it's like not till the game's over.
We'll catch up in a minute. Just keep breathing. That's my wife works in the ER, and she always says,
Yeah.
like on Sundays, when the Cowboy game's
Cowboys
on,
play?
it's dead. And then as soon as the
yeah.
Cowboy game's over,
It's
everybody
true.
flushes the
It's
ER.
so
Yep,
true. It's so
100%.
true. You're
Yeah.
angry usually.
That's if you're a Bears or a Cowboys fan, especially lately,
Yeah,
having difficulty breathing and chest pains.
Yep.
Well, it's important to remember that, these guys work holidays, you guys work holidays. We appreciate it, as members of our community, we appreciate it.
We sure do.
But so try to relax, everybody be safe over the holidays.
Where are you going for Thanksgiving now? I think, are you going back to Chicago? Or?
I am, yeah. We fly out tomorrow, going to go visit my folks and my brother, have a nice Thanksgiving with them. So,
oh, good.
Yeah, they usually come down for Thanksgiving. That was kind of their holiday that they would travel down to us, but they're getting a little bit up there in years, so now we're going up there. So, yeah.
Oh, good.
Yep. It's going to be cold and snowy. We're going to go from 80 degrees yesterday here in Texas to 20 degrees in Chicago, so that'll be fun.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
What do you got planned?
Staying home.
Staying home?
Here in Dallas.
That's good.
Just going to stay home, enjoy some time with our immediate family. The rest of my extended family is getting together, a big group.
Yeah.
I think the last time we were there was 70-something people. We all together, and
nice.
We're going to stay home, rest relaxed.
We celebrated
chill.
Thanksgiving together last year at your parents' house, remember?
That's right, we did. Yeah. That's right, with your daughters. I remember that. That was a year ago already.
That was a nice Thanksgiving. Yep.
Oh, that's good. Anything we should end with here before we start handing out gifts?
No, come by and see us. I mean, obviously this will probably go out, but check out our website. Check out our podcast. If you're at the Texas EMS conference, come see us.
You could sit on Santa's lap and ask.
You could be Santa.
No, I don't have enough facial hair. You got more than I do.
Oh no, you got the bottom half. I got the top half. Neither one of us have a bowl full of Jello anymore because you're all fit and trim.
Yeah, we're getting better.
Yeah,
we got another little bit to go, but well, this is fun, man. I always like these. You're
happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
enjoy
and be jolly out there.
That's right. Be safe and be jolly.
Be safe and jolly.
Thank you for listening to EMS, the Erik and Matt Show.